clashing's very in at the moment. Welcome to CFC TV. We are here to preview our huge clash against Tottenham Hotspur. How are you feeling about the game, so?
I am secretly confident because, like I say, this is the best Chelsea side that I've seen, that you've seen.
For a long time.
We've broken our own records. However, Spurs obviously won 4-1 against Watford. They're on a winning run as well. So
do you know what? This game is too big, isn't it? This game is too big to preview standing out in the cold. We need to go sit down and really dissect and get into the specifics and the tactics of this game. Should we go to the pub?
Let's go to the pub, guys. We're in the pub. Now, as you know, we have a massive fixture on Wednesday evening at White Hart Lane. Both teams are in really good form. It's probably the best Chelsea side that I've seen in, well, for as long as I can remember. Although our form at White Hart Lane isn't the best. We've only won 1 in 10. Rory?
I know that record does trouble me a bit. I mean, there was a time when I was a kid that Chelsea just used to beat Tottenham. You know, there's a whole generation of Chelsea fans who called it 3-point lane. Those days are over, aren't they? I think since Aaron Lennon got that winner, which has got to be over a decade ago now. I remember Aaron Lennon cut inside Ashley Cole, pinged one in, we lost 2-1. Since that day, we haven't had a particularly... I mean, we had a joyous day there in 2012 when Gary Cahill turned into Marco van Basten.
That was actually my first game I went to at White Hart Lane because I never used to live in London. And as soon as I moved up, I said, no, you've got to go to this game. So I took my dad's ticket, went, and one of the most memorable games I can remember as a Chelsea fan.
Juan Mata played out his skin, didn't he? Juan Mata was incredible. They couldn't handle him at all, and won 4-2.
We were losing as well, and we got back.
Aside from that one joyous moment, there haven't been too many highlights. I can remember a lot of terrible days. The one that haunts me, I think it was under Villas-Boas. We were playing, and it was 1-1, and we had a penalty in the last minute. Didier Drogba stepped up and missed. Can you imagine how obviously White Hart Lane erupted? It was an awful moment. But yeah, I mean, there's that. There's a Luka Modric winner I can remember. I think under Hiddink. It hasn't been.
Our 5-3 defeat.
Oh yeah.
Although I don't know why Tottenham fans raved about that so much, because I don't think we'd be raving if we let in 3 goals.
No.
But either or, like I say, we are a completely different team, especially to last season. I don't think you can even compare the two.
Yeah, definitely. But the annoying thing is, you know, they looked a bit shaky, but they're on some good form now. You know, they've had 2 big away wins. You know, winning away at Southampton is huge.
How many points are we ahead of them though?
I think it's 10 points. Yeah, 10
points. Good 10 points ahead. So I think there's quite a clear difference between our form and theirs.
Yeah.
Even though we're both on a winning streak at the moment.
Definitely, but I'm worried. And you know, it's very important that we get this team. The team that we pick has to be spot on. So the obvious place to start here is there's a huge issue, isn't there? Do we start with Willian or does Pedro get the nod? I think that you know, a couple of weeks ago you would have definitely said Pedro. But he got suspended, he lost his place in the team. Willian came in, didn't put a foot wrong, scored 2 goals. For me, it's Willian. I don't see how you don't change a winning team. The team won, Willian did well.
It's true. Okay, like I said to Charlie in our Stoke preview, 100% I would have put Pedro in the team if he hadn't been suspended. Yes, Willian got 2 goals, but I don't know if you watch it from my end when I was watching the shut upper, because obviously we're shooting towards our way first. Willian was struggling in the first half. He's losing a lot of balls. Second half, like a completely different player. However, I just feel like Pedro's pace is exactly what we're going to need. Tottenham have some extremely fast players. Danny Rose really does scare me. And although Willian would normally be my first choice, I do feel like Pedro is just the right man for this fixture.
I think I appreciate what you're saying, but I don't think that we can talk about the pace because Willian's no slouch. Willian also contributes a lot.
True.
Defensively, Willian works very hard. For me, I just think Willian has to start because of the way he played the other day. I'm not saying that over the course of the season, over the course of this season, Pedro has been magnificent. And, you know, he's been scoring winners, he's been scoring good goals. A goal against Tottenham, and, you know, the goal the other day when he dug it out against Bournemouth. They are special goals, and he is turning into a real special player for Chelsea.
He is one of my favourites.
You cannot... He lost his place in the team through no fault of his own. He wasn't dropped. He lost it because he got accrued too many bookings. As a result, he didn't start the game. The man who came in, the man who deputised, has made the place his own. The onus is now on Pedro to displace Willian because Willian came in and did nothing wrong. So for me, I actually think that Conte's going to side with you. I think he's going to pick Pedro, but for me, it'd be Willian.
All right, but I'll compromise with you and I'll say let's start Willian. But if probably by the 70th minute things haven't changed and we're not doing so well, I think Pedro is exactly the right person to bring on.
Deal.
Okay. Right, so here it is, Fabregas or Matic, a difficult one. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Me and Rory have decided to go with Fabregas. We're both in agreement here, although we could
They're not going to like this.
No, we can see why you guys would favour Matic. He's obviously a solid midfielder. However, I feel like Fabregas has more than well earned his place in the team. A brilliant assist against Stoke City. Has proven himself every time. He's sort of come from almost being a reserve player at the start of the season to now being...
an integral part of our first team.
Conte favours him quite a lot.
I know. I think that a game like this is so difficult, isn't it? Because both players can lend so much to the starting 11. I understand why, if you have a player like Nemanja Matic in your team, a player who can break down play so well, win so many tackles, such presence in that midfield area, if you have him in your squad, you play him at White Hart Lane. I understand that, and I know that a lot of people are going to think that we're crazy to suggest otherwise. But I just think that a game like this, you need Cesc Fabregas. I think you could make a case for Fabregas not getting the time and the space that he's going to need against his Tottenham team. You know, they have such an active midfield that he's not going to get the time that he often needs. But I disagree, because I think he's a good enough player to ensure that he will get that space. He will find it, and if he does, you know, he lays on assist after assist. He's now got 100 assists in the Premier League. I think 30% of his assists have been for Diego Costa. Diego Costa is a better player with Cesc Fabregas in the team.
Yeah.
And for that reason alone, I just think that, you know, it's a tight one, but I think that he edges it. For me, Fabregas edges it. But let us know what you think, and I feel like a lot of you are going to disagree with us.
Yeah, you may well do, guys. But we were talking to Smithy and Tubes earlier on. Go check out the video if you haven't seen it already. And Smithy made a very good point, saying that it's going to be a very attacking game of football. Now, you can look at that both ways. You can look at that as in we need somebody like Matic to...
break down their play.
Yeah, break down. But
yeah.
You can also look at it as we need somebody to create the assist for us, and Fabregas is that man.
Right, so there you have it. That's our team. I am delighted with it. I think it can win the game, and I'm really pleased to say that Marcos Alonso is in there. It was touch and go for him. He put something on Snapchat saying that he might be injured, but we're optimistic. We're hearing good things, and we think he's going to start. So we think that team can do it. Comment below, let us know. I understand there's a bit of controversy, particularly in the middle, but let me know your thoughts, and I'll be on the comments to hear what you have to say. Just can't wait to get in there now. Tottenham away, it's huge, isn't it?
It is a huge game. I think the last couple I've been to, we've drawn and obviously lost. But having said that, we are a completely different team, and like we're saying, like all the pundits are saying, it's sort of the best Chelsea team they've seen in years, if at all. So can't wait. Biggest fixture for me of the year, and yeah, but it's going to be a win. I'm sure of it. Keep confident, guys.